Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jennifer and this is Business and Beyond. Here we'll be talking about all things business and money, and I'll be giving you guys different tips, tricks, and resources that will ultimately help you do business better. So if that is something that interests you, make sure you like and subscribe. So this month in December, we'll be talking all about pricing. I know pricing can be a little bit confusing sometimes because you don't want to price too high, you don't want to price too low. You want to find a sweet spot that works for your business. So here we'll be talking about all the different ways that you can price your products and services. So yesterday we talked about fixed costs, and today we'll be talking about variable costs. In order for your business to be profitable, at the basic level, you have to make sure that your income exceeds your expenses. So you want to make sure that the amount of money that you're bringing in is more than the amount of money that you're paying out for different expenses. So today we're going to be discussing variable costs. Variable costs are things that you pay for, and generally the amount fluctuates based on the amount of sales you're making. So like we talked about yesterday, fixed costs are costs that don't change based on sales, but variable costs do change based on sales. Now, an example of a variable cost would be something like inventory, shipping, packaging. If you're service-based, maybe it's some sort of supply, maybe some sort of software that you use that you pay, per use, something like that. The more sales you have, the more expense that you have to pay as far as variable costs are concerned. So let me give you an example. So let's say that you have a product, let's say it's like a swimsuit, right? So you have a swimsuit line. In the wintertime, you may not have as many sales because it's cold, people aren't going swimming, people aren't going to the beach. So your variable costs will be low. Your variable costs will be something like your swimsuit from your vendor, your shipping charges, your packaging charges, your labels, thank you cards that you put inside of your packages. All of these things are things that you pay for as you make sales. But if you aren't making as many sales, then those variable costs will tend to be low. But what you can do is looking at your variable costs will help you determine what your price should be based on how many sales you're making. So back to that swimsuit example, let's say the summertime is coming up and you plan to sell 100 swimsuits, in the first week of June. Well, do you know how much your variable cost will be if you were to sell 100 swimsuits? How much does it cost to ship one swimsuit? How much does it cost to package one? How much does it cost to, put the label on one? How much does it cost to get one package from you to your customer? Once you figure that out, you can figure out what is the cost per unit for you to sell swimsuits from beginning to end. Because many people think about, I have a product. Maybe the product costs $10. I'll just sell it for $15 and I have a $5 profit. But if you don't take into account, your labeling, your shipping, your packaging, if you don't take into account all of these other variable costs, you can get into a place where you are making sales, but you're not really making any money because your business is not profitable. So that's why it's very, very important to take into account all costs that are related to getting your product or service from point A to point B. Another example would be maybe like if you were a caterer. Your food costs would be higher maybe during holiday season because you have holiday parties and family dinners. Your food costs would be considered a variable cost because if you don't have any sales, if you don't have any orders, your food costs will tend to be lower. The more volume you have, the more money you're spending in your variable costs. So something that you can do to figure out your variable costs. Think about what it is that you have to offer, whether it's a service or a product. Even if you have a service, you may need to buy supplies to render the service. So if you are a hairstylist, let's say, you have to buy shampoo, conditioner, supplies, and things of that nature. The more clients you have, the more supplies that you need to buy. So in order to figure this out, you can do an estimate because you may not be able to figure it out like per person or per product. You can do an estimate. If you have 50 clients this month, generally how much would your variable cost be? If you sell 50 products this month, how much would your variable cost be based on 50 sales? And you can take that into account when determining your pricing because you can kind of nail down, based on 50 sales, I would spend this amount, therefore I need to make this amount. So I hope that this is super helpful for you. If you have questions about this, put them in the comments. I will be happy to help you. I'll be dropping some videos throughout the month. And if you would like to have daily information, you can follow me on Instagram. There I post information every single day, so you don't want to miss that. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.